Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609 at Garner State Park, Texas. Got me a good camping spot, but this is a busy campground here. They got over 400 campsites. I don't know how many are for RVs, but they say they've got over 400 campsites, and I'd have to say it's probably 70% full right now. I mean, it's it's busy. I mean, it's a busy, big Texas state park. But having said that, my plan on using AT&T as a phone in case I got caught out somewhere where there was no Verizon working perfect. The AT&T phone speeds here are 30 megabits per second down and 18 megabits per second up. And Verizon has no signal at all at Garner State Park. So for those of you that are going to go to Garner State Park in the future, if you have a Verizon phone or an MVNO or whatever they call it, with Verizon, you're not going to have anything here. Another interesting little tidbit. Last night it was around 3 o'clock in the morning. I was awakened or woke up by a flashing light. And I thought, well, is that lightning? No. It was somebody that arrived about 2 or 3 sites down at 3 o'clock in the morning, and there were 2 people walking around outside with flashlights, and they were shining them around everywhere, shining them on RVs and different stuff. You know, people just there's only one kind of sense that matters, and that's common sense. And I think some of them missed it, but enough said. I mean, they were actually shining it on RVs, and these flashlights today, you got to know, are bright. But enough said about that. Moving right along, it is a nice place. Hey Google, what's the temperature at Garner State Park?
The current temperature in Garner State Park is 58.
With a high of 75. Today and tomorrow look good. Wednesday's going to be cool, and the rest of the week looks good. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Bangor, Maine?
The current temperature in Bangor is 27.
With a high of 48. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Butte, Montana? Her thinking cap is broke this morning.
The current temperature in Butte is 24.
With a high of 28. Hey Google, what's the temperature in Fairbanks, Alaska?
The temperature in Fairbanks right now is minus 21.
With a high of 1. Anyway, let me introduce. Oh, hey Google, tell us a mountain joke.
How do mountains see?
I saw that.
They peak.
How about this one? Hey Google, tell us a ship joke.
What is a sea monster's favorite snack? Chips and dip.
You ask for it, you get it. This is Trenton Clump. That's a smiling it. Teddy bear with my name on it. Popeye Olive Oil from the old Popeye cartoons. Betty Boop, 1930s. Mr. Bill from 1970s era. And that is a sticker behind them with a jalapeno. It says Native Texan. That's $1 million bill, a 1,000 yen note, a €5 note, and a $2 bill. That's a Frugal RV Gal sticker. That is Deborah Dickinson's sticker, so check their channels out on YouTube. That is Mr. Bojangles. He'll dance for you if you pull that string. And there's 3 organic bananas left, or 4, I can't count them backwards. And this is Olive Oil's bra. That is a smiling face with a nose, ear, and hair on it now. And that is a sticker that says life is better in a casita, and it is for me. 84 square feet of perfect harmony, and today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one, if you know what I mean. Got a lot of comments, a lot of Garner State Park stuff. This is Tiki Rusty, great video about Texas. Says best park. I don't know about it being the best park, but it's certainly the busiest. Now all them foreigners will be showing up. Well, you know that our parks, actually the national parks, get more revenue from foreigners than they do the U.S. T.G. McFly, LOL, great story. Taz Mod, hi Rusty Track Man. I like the old stories. I have a friend that wants to have his butt facing the top of the casket with the thought, kiss my, how rude. I mean, well, I guess when you're gone, it doesn't matter. You can say anything you want. Dysfunctional veteran. Thanks for the road trip, Rusty. You're welcome. Jim Click is the Frio River full of beer. Uh, yeah, it is. That's why they call it the Frio. It just flows beer out of the ground. That's why I'm here. It's heaven. This is it. No, it's not. Steve Bayer just recently found you, Rusty. Enjoyed the interview with Deborah. Looking forward to watching you. Well, thank you, Steve Bayer. Welcome, Steve Bayer. Harold Gatlin. Boy, that area sure has changed since last time I was there. Yeah, it has for me too. The only difference is there's more buildings around, more housing and more businesses, and yeah, it's just a typical growth of any area. Jamie Macon, beautiful area. Hope I get to visit someday too. Enjoy your stay there. I plan to. I'm going to do some triking videos today because it may be too cool Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but I'll do some today so I can see the park and then you can see it too. Zach Simpson, those speed limit signs are just a suggestion, Rusty. Yeah, I hear you. It'll suggest you a traffic ticket. Eric Northman, it says bio. What happened to your other two doggies from 201? I don't know. He's talking about Deborah. I don't know. William R. Kirkland, he said, go to hell, huh? Well, that's first class. Love it. Thanks. Senior moment. Lots of that around. Yeah, I couldn't find my phone. It was on the stand doing a video. That was a biggie. Brian G. Rusty, what's the towing capacity of your Ram V6? 4,900 pounds. And my RV weighs 2,400 pounds, 2,450. Wayman Samang, if you make it by the checkpoint, look forward to your next vid, Rusty. Yeah, I made it by. They don't, they're if you don't get smart, you get a lot of smart Alex. It's my right. I don't have to give you. I don't have to tell you if I'm from the United States or not. Just play the game, guys. These guys just got a job. They're trained to ask certain questions. And you gotta cut them some slack. Brian G, memories are great. Linda Sue, I love this video. Well, good, beer 30. Annie Keene, love the video. Yes, I agree. There are some neighbors that you would just wish would move. Well, most people are very considerate. Most RVers are. Every now and then you get some that are not. And that's the same way if in driving in traffic, there's some people that are, I'm trying to fix my Three Stooges hair. Anyway, Cheap Laugh Kennedy, nice drive, Rusty, thanks. Susan Boggs, you did great, Rusty, nice Sunday drive. It was a nice 5-hour Sunday drive. Joseph Oxley says quality of the video was great. That phone has a good camera. Even when you go across rough spots in your truck, it starts bouncing up and down. The camera stays very steady. Also can't wait to see the park. Well, it's coming up today. By the time I leave here, you'll probably feel like you were here. Dale Pointer, our daily poetry. Let's see what we got here. On the road again, videotaping for his friends, letting them ride within, vicarious travels through his lens, and with a little touch of danger, we smile, each a dedicated Rusty Ranger. Thank you, Dale Pointer, for your poetry. Very good. Thanks, Rusty. See you tomorrow. Okay. Garner State Park, haven't been there in years. That's David Acosta. Same person says, do you have any videos about Garner State Park? I don't yet. I just got here. I will. Give me time. Raccoon Little Bear, as I was out driving the streets of Laredo. Yeah, there's a song about that. Happy Trails, partner. Yeah, it's as I was out walking the streets of Laredo, I met an old cowboy all dressed in white. Raccoon Little Bear. Oh, I already read that. This is Fault 007. She is amazing. Yeah, Deborah, she lives in that van. She sure does. Bambi's Life and Adventures. Or Barbie's, I'm sorry. Barbie's Life and Adventures. I really enjoy your videos, Rusty. Thank you for bringing a smile to my day. Good. Same person. You don't look close to 74. You must be doing something right. It's that beer 30, I bet. It is. There's a lot of truth to that. Gerard Trigo, it says, unlike most loops, that loop is shorter than going through town. I traveled there into Mexico years ago by bus. I thought that Greyhound Scenic Cruiser was huge until that Mexican bus pulled alongside at the border station. They had a stewardess serving beer on the Mexican bus, but later we found out to our dismay, no bathroom. He's got more. Let's see what he got. When we reached the station in Monterey, it was the 50-yard dash to the outhouse by Willie McKite and Betty Don't. Willie Make It and Betty Don't. I hear you. Thank you, Gerard. David Gibson. Many people enjoy your company every evening. I know I do. Your insight and experience is appreciated more than you know. Well, thank you, David Gibson. Steve Penny. Thanks. I'm enjoying your video tours and great commentary. Thank you. Harry, Arizona says Laredo was a TV show my brothers and I would watch in the 60s. Okay. 2 by Gerard, 3 by Gerard. Gerard Trico's got a lot to say today. Gerard Trico says, I wonder how the guy with the headlights out got an inspection sticker. Well, they probably don't have one. How often do you grease the actual bearings on your trailer? Probably will do it about once every 10,000 miles, which will be coming up by the time I get to, I don't think I've gone that many miles in it. Probably when I come back from Capitan this summer. I just grease them when they need it is basically what I do. And the way you determine that is when you're towing, if you pull in to get gas, you can take, some people use a little laser temperature gauge and shoot it, the laser light on the hub of the RV and get the temperature reading. I just kind of gently touch my hand on there, and if it's just warm or barely warm, then that means the bearing grease is still okay. If it's really hot, then you know it need to do something. Anyway, it says, Gerard Trico says they have full-length long movies on YouTube up to 4 hours long. Yeah, I know, but I mean, those aren't posted by, those are made by production companies. I'm talking about just normal creators usually keep their videos a little shorter, but I guess you don't need to worry about it. Gold Digger, the vehicle was bouncing, but the camera wasn't. How do you do that? I don't. The camera has optical image stabilization, and it takes care of that somehow. This is the RV park for sale, Barbie's Life and Adventure. Says owner financed. Yeah, they'll own. I don't know. You have to call them. The number's in the video, Barbie. Give them a call. This is on Deborah's van stuff. Sharon Jerry, thanks for sharing Deborah's story. I recently experienced a head injury. I know what she is managing. Standing up is critical for me, my body and brain. She's amazing. Well, that's amazing news, Sharon. Thank you. Chadwick Wiki. I like that. I like it. Website states 16 feet. Oh, this is on the Sunray Classic Micro RV with toy hauler. It says website states 16 feet is from the very back to the very front where it hitches up. Measuring garage. Okay, very good. Adventures of a Fat Hillbilly. That's the person's name. On Beer 30. Nice chat as always, Rusty. Hope you're doing well, sir. Well, so far I'm doing all right. I made it here. Comment call. Scotty Thompson. Will your LG G4 cell phone on AT&T network support 5G in the future? Probably won't, but I won't. By the time I have 5G, I'll probably have another phone. Glenn ML on the road again, growing up in West Texas, Pecos, Lubbock, Big Spring, others. I also got my driver's license at 14. I've always kept it, even while living in other states. I remember they added a 0 first digit to allow for the increased number of drivers. I always like hearing your reflections from the same time as I grew up and seeing some of the same areas. Thank you very much, Glenn ML. This is Gold Digger. Snake, #1 ingredient for snake kebabs. Yeah, that was the rattlesnake that was at Valley of the Fires, New Mexico, near Carrizozo or Zozo. Dale Pointer got another poem for us here. Let's see what we got here. He got a longer one here. Let's see. I brought my friend some Gentleman Jack whiskey. He was in the hospital and he truly did miss me. Our years of unbound wild youth and rough days and nights had left many lasting scars from many mismatched fights. He whispered in my ear. I smiled. He was so sick and pale. Not the kin I used to know, but here goes. You can all go to hell. Yeah, that was crazy times, man. James Jackson, Rusty, you have the gift of gab. I do. Well, I do because I talk to myself all day long. James Ortiz, wow, Rusty, Elon is one of the few people I don't know. You don't know Elon Musk? Oh, that's my old bud, man. We're just like tight. He texts me. Well, he doesn't text, he tweets. Brandon White, I spy 3030, something about looking in my RV. There's a video of the inside of my RV. Uh, yeah, and actually, that's a 12 gauge shotgun. Danny Vance, Streets of Laredo, one of my favorite singers. Marty Robbins, that's correct. He is a good singer. Danny Vance again, 226 per gallon, Murphy Express near Hall Road, Thomasville, Georgia. Gas Buddy app is pretty cool. Seems gas is going up. Yeah, it does. Janice Williams, didn't realize Laredo was so big. No, it's huge. We got into Truckville going and coming back in South Florida. No, it's a lot of trucks in there coming across the border, I guarantee you. We'll do two more and then we'll end the video. Danny Vance, bet they drink a lot of Frio beer on the Frio River. You still drink the Frio beer, Rusty? Yeah, I do. But you can't find it anywhere but at H-E-B grocery store in Texas, as far as I know, because it's made in Tennessee pretty much just for H-E-B grocery store, or the chain of stores in Texas. Ethel Mertz. Remember Ethel Mertz? Who was that? That was the Honeymooners? No, that was Fred and Ethel Mertz on I Love Lucy, I think. Yeah, Ethel Mertz. This was just getting good and you ended it. That was on Beer 30. But anyway, guys, hey Google, tell us an airplane joke.
Let's get joke about. We're sorry, an error occurred. Please try again later.
I don't know what the deal is with that different voice. It sounds like that old gal's been hanging out in bars too long. But anyway, having said that, guys, we've covered the comments, and what else can I tell you? Today I will do some triking videos and post them whenever. And then later on in the week, we'll do some driving videos of the area. And yeah, that'll keep me entertained and you entertained too, I guess. And that's kind of how it's going to go. And anything else I stumble into, if somebody's got an interesting RV and they want me to do a video of it, I will, but I'm not going to bother them. But having said that, guys, from Garner State Park at about 6:45 a.m. Central Standard Time, or Central Time, this is Rusty 78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Doesn't cost you a penny, so if you want to fool with it, great. If you don't, I understand. What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. What does this t-shirt say? Oh, Rusty's Rangers. He looks like a drill sergeant, doesn't he? But anyway, yeah, drink plenty of water. That's good for you. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deeply through your nose or your mouth. Doesn't matter which. Just take a good old deep breath. Hold it for a few seconds and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? You bet it is. It'll get you off your medication if you do it regularly. And then what else? Stretch, swivel, walk, pedal, exercise your body once or twice a day. Why? Because it's good for you. First of all, you'll feel better. And then second of all, you may live healthier a little longer. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your hair, door of your mind. Don't let Negative Nancy or Negative Ned get inside of your head. This is your head, your frontal lobes, your brain, your consciousness, all that stuff. So don't let, particularly the news media, dump trash in your mind. And if there's somebody you know that is always negative at work or wherever you go, avoid them is all I can tell you, because people tend to be negative and they want to tell you about all their aches, pains, misery, and it's just like dumping crap in your brain. But anyway, enough said. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and enjoy your life one day at a time, or one moment, if you can. And at ease, carry on, and we'll talk again later, and you're going to get to see Garner State Park. It's a huge park, man. They got a lot of camping areas here. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.